Hi guys! In today's video, I'm going to be testing out viral Instagram slime coloring trends, and I've seen so many trends on Instagram recently that are quite new, so I just wanted to show you all the ways you can dye off things with kind of making it a fun way instead of just adding it into the mix. So first up we have one using a tennis racket. This trend was started by MuckMuds on Instagram, and the idea of it is that when you put the slime on top, everything drips down, and hers dripped down so much more delicately than mine did. They kind of look like raindrops. I think maybe she had it higher up. That might be the trick, or maybe even lower down. I'm not entirely sure, but mine felt a bit different. The end result ended up being quite similar, and it was kind of this like watercolor marble style thing. Everything was still really bright. None of the colors really merged together, but if they were close in color, they would kind of like merge at the edges, which was quite fun. And I really enjoyed mixing this in because the Daiso clay added so many nice noises, and I knew at the end this is probably going to turn a grey color anyway, so that's why I added the clay in. But I did really enjoy this method. I do recommend it if you're just trying it with your friends, but the one thing about it, as you saw, is the filming setup is kind of hard because you have to hold the racket, and if you're holding your phone that's hard, but also the lighting changes all the time, so it goes really sunny and then really dark. Put some clear slime on top, and the quality of this was so good. When I rolled it off, like you can see here, it was so pigmented. It looks so beautiful. It was such like a watercolor slime, which was different to the really cheap palette I bought if you watched my makeup mixing video a while ago, but this was so easy to work with. It also had so much product, so I knew it was going to give an end result that was really different from any of the other palette mixings I tried. I really liked the colors all mixed together. I knew it was going to turn into a bad color, but I really loved how the base was so pretty when you were mixing it in, because it just made everything so much more pleasant. The one thing I did really notice about this palette in particular is although it was really beautiful, it had so much powder that it kind of made it into a slime that you can't really play with because it was so powdery, and it didn't turn into like a buttery clay texture. It just turned into this texture with loads of bumps in it. Fail proof was just the worst method ever. I think it was maybe the paints I used. I saw this on Prime from Slime, and I think she might have used acrylic paints because mine were watercolor, and like you can see, it was not a good time. It was not a good time. The colours worked really well together though, and I found that I added a bit more purple and yellow than I thought, so the colour actually didn't end up brown, it turned up pink. So it was a good result, but a really bad method. For me personally, I guess if you try it with other dyes or, you know, other colours, it could work. It also could be that my slime was also a tiny bit underactivated. I would say Slime Obsidian is the biggest trendsetter at the moment for slime trends, and he tried this amazing method where he dropped in loads of food dyes into clear slime. I think it might have been a ready-made clear slime because his method was a bit more thick than mine, but I just added in some dye, and then what you do is you pour it on top of shaving foam, and shaving foam holds its shape really well. It's also really fun to look at. I thought these colours were so complementary, and initially when I added it, I thought I was adding a different colour. I thought I grabbed the blue, but the brune actually worked really well with it. It ended up being a mint green, and I wanted more of a purple tone because this purple is so pretty, so I just kept adding it. Then when it was all mixed in, I went in with my borax solution, and this activated really easily. If you guys don't know, I think shaving foam actually has bicarbonate of soda, which is also a slime activator. It just speeds up the process a bit. Alone, it doesn't work as a slime activator, but paired with contact lens solution or borax solution, it kind of speeds everything up. So I needed literally no more activated than I showed in the clip. It stays really sticky for a while, but then the more you need it, the better it gets. patch slimes are a trend that really got me into slime as well, and when I was first starting out I always used to see them around and really wanted to try it, but at the time I didn't have enough money to actually make slime, and this was so fun for me because not only was it a throwback, but it was also just really fun to see all the colours mix in. And with clear slimes, I was kind of wondering if the colours would stay in suspension like this. I found they did a little longer, but they ended up a really nice like milky colour. It kind of looks like Slime OG's condensed milk, just a bit grayer, but it was really fun to play with and also super crunchy. Trying out a new brand because Dope Slime sent me this one, and it has loads of fallout, but it's also so easy to make cloud slimes, and I'm literally the worst at making cloud slimes, so I was so pleasantly surprised at the result of this. So I poured in all the colours and it turned into this nice rainbow one. It was really fun to mix in because the colours seeped into the snow in different areas, so every time you picked it up there was a new layer of colour and it formed a cloud slime, and I was so proud of myself because I'm so bad at making them, but this was actually really good and the colours turned out really cute. Brush things. I've added this before, I loved it. This is the first one that I've added that isn't duochrome. Actually no, I've tried a blue one too, I lied. But this is so nice, and it did actually kind of turn out duochrome because it has like a peach base and then gold. In a normal slime, I guess this would be achieved by having a neon pink and then some gold glitter or pigment in there. I don't know how it works with body glitters, but I just thought this was really interesting. Thank you so much for watching this video. I just wanted to say that I'm